Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. It's your purchase and pricing email question line for inquiring about this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly for pricing. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today we're discussing one of the all-timers, possibly the most interesting and most significant TAG Heuer of the 1990s. This 1996 special edition is the TAG Heuer Carrera 1964 Re-Edition. You can see its famous reference number on the case back. This is the CS3110, as close to a factory re-edition of a 1964 2447D as you can get. It was also the beginning of the Heuer branded reissues of historic watches, leaving the Technique d'Avant-Garde appurtenance off the dial, the crown, the case back, and even the buckle. So, this timepiece, 36 millimeters in stainless steel, measures 13 millimeters thick. It does have a plexiglass crystal, true to history. The watch includes a lug-to-lug span of 44.4 millimeters and an 18 millimeter span between the lugs. It wears very traditional because its sizing is traditional. Throwing it on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, you can see it's a unisex option, and it's a sports watch that can also be worn as a dress watch because it's not all that thick, and then it has a dramatically sloped and stepped case flank so a sleeve can run up over the side. Wear it with confidence on a wrist as small as 13 centimeters in circumference. Now, the timepiece includes a factory perforated vintage style strap. It has the look of distressed leather, and it is black calfskin with a little bit of bolstering, perforation for ventilation, and then there's a monotone stitch, a folded edge, and you can see it's the same material on the underside, and this is a brand new TAG Heuer factory strap. Taking a quick look at the buckle, you can see, like the rest of the watch, it's Heuer branded. The TAG prefix is nowhere to be seen. Jumping back to the case, we see the defining feature of every Carrera since the first, and the first was actually 1963. It was once believed to be 64. When this watch came out, it was believed to be 64, but it was 63. So it's been the same angular integrated thrusting chiseled lug profile since 1963, and it is that defines a Carrera and always makes a Carrera look bigger than it really is. We have the Heuer branded crown, the vintage style pump pushers. The entire case is polished, and as you can see, it's a monoblock case. The bezel isn't separate from the case band. Everything loads through the case back. Heuer on the back, Heuer on the front. The timepiece features wonderful and wonderfully original factory tritium dial base, and I wanted you to see that. The hands at some point were replaced with Luminova, but the dial base itself is the original tritium dial. So this watch is intact as it would have left the factory, with applique faceted indices. And one of the best features of these indices is that not only are they faceted in applique rather than printed, but their tops are satinated and then their outer facets are polished for a lovely twinkling jewel-like aesthetic. The dial features a dished chaptering outboard that acts as a rayhot. We do have a true to the vintage plexiglass crystal. The hands are polished. The dial is Heuer branded. You could see it's signed T-Swiss down at 6 o'clock on the hours sub-register. We have dished sunken sub-registers with concentric patterns inboard. And then underneath the case back, this is where things get even more interesting. It has a Moonwatch Caliber. So it's a manual wind. It's the Lamagna 1873, better known as the Omega Caliber 1861. The caliber that went to the moon. It's even distantly related to the Caliber 321s and the Patek 2770s. So an August lineage. This movement is a manual wind with a 3 hertz beat rate, so 21,600 vibrations per hour, 18 joules, 48-hour power reserve, and a very tough cam lateral clutch chronograph tandem. And because Lamagna and Swatch Group have achieved such monumental industrial excellence, the feel of this cam is as crisp as any column wheel. This is a fantastic re-edition of TAG Heuer's most interesting watch and Heuer's most memorable design. The fact that it includes a Moonwatch Caliber is the icing on the cake. The fact that this watch came out in 1996 to celebrate TAG Heuer's then IPO is a historical footnote because the design and the desirability are not of an era, they are forever. Reach out to Tim Mosso at thewatchbox.com for pricing details.